I'm good. How are you? I was waiting
I'm,
live. I didn't know what happened.
I know, I'm sorry. I was like trying to like finesse it, but the last time that I did a live was like a minute ago. So I was like, wait, this looks so different. I was like trying to like navigate it.
And then they're used to it.
Yeah. How are you? What time is it? I'm literally in Dubai right now. It's like 10 p.m. over here.
It's 10 a.m. over here. Yeah, but it's good. I need to get ready
Yeah.
anyways. A long day.
Right. What's on our agenda today?
I have
Everything.
I have a performance coming up tomorrow, so I have a little rehearsal today. So
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Love that. That's amazing. So, I'm so excited that I get to do this with you and we get to talk about, Valentino Beauty and this amazing collab that we've been sort of doing with you. Like, I have so many questions already. But like, first and foremost, like, what has like your journey been like doing all of the Valentino campaigns? I'm so sad that I wasn't in this recent one in Paris.
I know. It's been amazing and a dream. I mean, I've said before, but I don't really like talk about it too much. But I used to like leave school early and drive myself into the city to do like any photo shoot I can like do or
Oh,
find, and
yeah.
I would do things for free or whatever just so I can get pictures and like try to see what I can do. So being able to work with Valentino is like way more than a dream. Like
Yeah.
it's been amazing.
No, I feel you. My journey has been very similar to that. I
Hmm.
traveled a lot, and I was like did like the whole like, you know, artist, just like traveling, like sort of like a gypsy energy, and to finally have an opportunity to like collaborate and like work and like bring like my point of view to like, such a coveted and like respected, brand is just has been it's almost one of those moments where you gotta like pinch yourself a little bit, right?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's been really insane. But anyways, I wanted to ask you like how has it have you like you have the makeup in front of you, right?
I have everything.
Oh, beautiful. If I could just ask you, like I really want to know what's been like one of your like favorite products so far that like you've used that is ours. And that's such a hard question to ask.
No, I can. Okay, wait. I have mine open. I'm literally like already almost done with it. Oh my gosh.
Love.
Okay, it's not this, but the illuminator thing.
Oh, the V lighter. Yeah,
The
obsessed with it. Yeah.
I can just put that on and leave my house. It's probably by far like my number one, like every day has to be my makeup routine. Um,
Yeah.
I'm
Do you ever
obsessed.
use it on the eyes like before eyeshadow?
I put it like it's moisturizing.
Yeah.
Love it.
It literally is because it's like a skincare formula, which is amazing.
Hmm.
Um, have we done base or anything? Have
No.
we like done a little bit of foundation?
Um, should I
Should we do
cut?
that together? Do you still have the V lighter with you?
Huh?
Do you still have the V lighter with you?
Yes.
Should we do a little bit of that?
Okay.
While we do that though, what has your like beauty journey been like? Like so far? Did you like experiment a lot with makeup?
Um,
Or are you doing that now?
in high school, I feel like I didn't try a lot of new things just because I went to a private school. It was the same thing every day. I wore the same clothes every day, so I never really tried with makeup. I had
Yeah.
like the stuff I would wear every day, but I don't know. I would do my makeup in the car on the way to school. So like it wasn't really anything crazy. I would always wake up late. Now I've gotten to experience a lot more. I've worked with so many amazing artists who have like I take everything. I'm like, okay, how do I do this? What am I doing? Like stuff like that. So it's been really great to learn. I've really discovered the power of like baking and powder. So I feel
Yes.
like that's changed my makeup game.
It changes the game for sure. It's insane. We love
Okay, I have
her.
this. I'm gonna put it everywhere.
Yeah. I wish I had mine with me because
Um,
I love doing that on the high point of my face too. Do you ever mix the bronzy color as well? Like there's like two shades in this. I think you have the
I don't.
rosso.
You want? Oh, if this one came in too, I'm fine with that.
Right. Yeah,
I put.
I feel you. I used to experiment a lot. I wouldn't do my makeup per se like on my way to school, but like as soon as my parents like drop me off, I'm like pulling stuff out of my backpack that like I would hide. So makeup has definitely been like a very personal medium for me as an artist to just like self-express myself. It's been really cool.
I feel like I always get so scared because I never do my makeup when um I have nothing to do, so I never experimented. I'm like, okay, well, I can either try something new and it could possibly go awful and then I have no time, or I can just do what I know. So I
Well, I mean, there's this thing that I always say, and I always say it's makeup. You have to just make it up as you go. Like, you have to go through like the struggle and like the really bad looks before you get to like a place that you're like, this is my look. Like, I got this down.
mhm.
Because I used to do this thing with my brows where like it was like full on like blocked brows. It was not a cute look.
I know. I feel like my brows are the only thing where I'm like, I'm pretty comfortable with like, I don't want anyone else doing it but me. But everything else,
Yeah,
I trust you, like, go for it, whatever. But
right.
I don't even let, like, I don't get them done or anything. I just do them myself because I'm so scared of, like, I hear so many horror stories. I tweet them once
Yeah.
and they've never grown back. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Back
okay.
the same. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, don't touch them. I feel like right now the whole like trend like with like skinny brows is like such a major thing and I've been just seeing so many people do it, but I'm like, I don't know about actually like getting rid of your brows and like
Mm,
no. Okay, so we did a little bit of highlighter.
yes.
Let's do a little bit of the foundation. That way we can start walking through like, some of my other faves. I really want to do like this sort of like iridescent, like a holiday look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of do that together. What do you love about the foundation? I really love that it's like buildable, like, because I have problems with like my bag, so like I always just put a little bit extra underneath my eyes.
Yeah, I personally don't like using a lot um of anything on my face because I have freckles and it's like good because it
Yeah.
doesn't really like but it does if I need to cover this it gets rid of it. So it's good.
Yeah, it's like it's that like perfect balance between like a medium, so like it's not even, I can't even, it's just like true medium coverage, which I really love. Like, again, it's buildable. um but yeah, what shade do you have actually? I'm curious.
I have a couple. Oh, I think I used the wrong one. I have a MA 3, 2, 1, and 4. I think I was actually
Okay, so you have a couple.
yeah, but this
So
one
you have medium, but it's like a neutral undertone, and then the numbers like the depth of the foundation. I like to use I really like to use my hands, but a sponge always works perfectly too. You can never go wrong. Do you use it dry or wet? I'm curious.
I use it wet. I'm always scared
I
because I don't want to get judged, but now that you say you do it, I'm gonna just
No,
do
I
it.
mean it helps, but I've learned this like new trick like with when you use it dry, it gives you like more coverage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like especially if you're like using like a sponge to like contour, it's always really nice. Like I use some of the deeper tones in our foundation with a dry sponge to really create a beautiful sculpting sort of look. I always like to contour my nose as well with like a dry sponge too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that.
We're beating faces today, honey. We're doing makeup.
I feel like the camera is not doing me justice right now because I have a mirror right in front of me and it
And
doesn't.
you're like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Well, also like it's the base, so we're gonna start adding color to this. So it's always nice to have a very blank canvas. Yeah, and don't forget the jaw. I feel like some people do that, and I'm like, girl, I can see the line. And the ears too. I feel like the ears and the jaw is always like the two things.
Okay. I feel
Here
like this
we
is so
are.
like
You're what?
I feel so much pressure right now because I'm usually like all over the place. Okay.
No, I feel it's all right. It's all right. We're in this journey together.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Now that we have that going, do you have my like the Go Clutch? Like
Yeah.
one of my favorite products. Like this is literally have you ever tried baking with this?
I haven't.
It's
I
honestly, it's a game
I
changer.
I'm always like scared to try new things again because I'm always like out doing things. But
No, I
okay,
feel you. I get it.
so
Well,
should I
why
use
don't we? Yeah.
okay.
So what did you say?
Should I use a sponge?
Oh yeah, use a sponge. Okay, so like there's a brush that comes with it, but I
Hmm.
think for this, if we're gonna try to doing like we're gonna try to do a baking technique, what shade do you have actually with you?
I have the two.
Okay, so press the sponge, yeah, like lightly, like sort of swipe the sponge left to right on the area that you're gonna press it on. Yeah,
Okay.
and then tap it on like your wrist or the palm of your hand to pick up any excess, and then press it underneath your eye. Yeah, you can keep working it in. And then if you feel like you've sort of overdone it, you can always pick up the sponge that you use your foundation with to just sort of like melt it into the skin if you feel like you've done too much product. Look at that. It's already like brightening
Mm-hmm.
underneath. And then you can do a little bit like right in there. Do you have the bronzer as well?
Um, wait, right here.
Yeah, like the Go Clutch bronzer. There's like a universal bronzer too that's like my favorite, and it's like
I,
amazing for sculpting.
I do not think I do.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
that's
don't.
cool. That's cool. I wasn't gonna incorporate it into this look, but I was like, if we got it, like we'll throw in that extra step.
Okay.
But I love this powder. Like this is like one of my favorite powders that I love to use like underneath the eye. There's not a lot of products that like look flawless and don't create texture because sometimes, and I'm gonna start getting all scientific, is that sometimes the molecules are too big, but this is just so fine and delicate that it gives you this beautiful poreless finish. How does it feel?
It's like more shiny, but it's not. Which I
No,
that's
it's
how
not.
I thought it was more like highlightery, but it's very like just kind of like
Yeah,
dis.
no, it's not. It's really smooth. I love this powder. Okay, cool. So now that we have actually put a little bit over your lid,
Okay.
I always look to do a little bit of this powder is like on the lid before I do shadow or anything like that to give me a bit of for it to like hold on to um any shadows that I put on the eye. And so, because sometimes, I'm not making any sense. Sometimes if you start directly applying like eyeshadows onto like lids without setting the base, it starts
Mm-hmm.
to get a little like not blended, if that makes any sense. It starts to look a little like textury because you're just like swiveling color on there without having a set base.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, do you have our eye to
Yes.
cheek? So let me
I
have you
have it.
grab that. I'm gonna do this with you actually. What colors do you have?
I have the. It's just numbers, right? I don't want to like.
Yeah. No, no,
Okay,
no, no.
it's
It's just numbers. You're cool.
okay. I have four. I have two,
Uh,
one,
do you have 9 by
11,
any?
3, 9. I have 9.
Okay, let's grab number 9.
Okay.
And then you have this little guy, right? This little brush.
Hmm.
So we're going to press. And then I only like to press one side. And then so the side that has the product, you're going to use that on the actual crease. And you're going to work
Oh
side
my,
to side.
the scary part.
I know, I know. But okay, so wait. You're already, wait. So, and you're actually doing this instead of doing this. You want to make sure that you apply the color in the crease. Exactly. There you go. But work it into, yeah.
Oh God.
And that starts giving you that cut crease effect without getting the product on your lid. You
Oh.
know? Because
Okay.
sometimes it's like hard when you only have like these type of brushes where it's like they're very full, but there's a technique to this. And if you know the technique, then like this is gonna become your best friend. But yeah, so I love to just do that. And then whatever I have left over, I'll pull into the temples of my cheek. And then you can just sort of swivel in circular motions. And that starts giving you that sort of draping look. You can pick up more product if you like too. Circular. And so with this, if you're not an expert, it's always better to start back here and then pull the color forward. Yeah. And then don't forget your fingers are your best friend, so you can even just use that to sort of buff that baby in. And it starts giving you that soft.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Love. All right, so let's do the other side. That way we're balanced. I also really like to pick up like a darker shade and apply it on the ends of the eye if you want a little bit more depth. But I
Mm-hmm.
think we're gonna do something a little softer today. I feel like that's, it's daytime where you're at right now.
I'm getting up.
Right. Cute. And I like this shade because it's like one of those like it's not as intense. So like if you're starting to like do the draping technique, it's always nice to start with like a not not too. It's always better to work with like a sheerer shade. That way,
Mm-hmm.
it's doesn't like if you don't know how to blend it properly, it's not like too intense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So now that we have that going on, let's follow with. Actually, do you have the color flip eye palette?
Yes.
All right, so let's pick up this shade.
Okay.
I really love this like sort of it looks like an opal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an opalescent shade. It's called Pearl. So I love picking this up, but what I really love about these formulas is that I like to mix them in the palm of my hand. and then whatever's left over, I'll use on my lid and I'll press it on there. And that starts giving me that really pretty sort of like daytime glowy look. And if
Mm-hmm.
you have any left over, you can pop it on the cheek, on the high points of your cheek as well. And that gives you that extra highlighted effect. I love that we're doing makeup together.
I know. I feel this is like, wow.
Yeah, isn't that
Mhm.
insane?
I'm just so happy about the hack you just taught me because I feel like everything's
Right.
falling down and I never know like how to
To keep
stop
it
that.
from like having that fallout. No, I feel you. I'm telling you, it's like whenever you pressing any product is going to be your best friend. Because I used to do the same thing where it was like I would start like applying and I'd start blending and then I'd have all this fallout like underneath my eyes and stuff or like on my clients and you just sometimes you can't have that because there's people that are very particular about how they want their makeup done and it always has to be flawless. So pressing is super important.
Okay.
There we go. Now let's do a little mascara. I feel like we need to really bring this look together.
Okay. Um, should
Do
I
you have
curl
the
my lashes?
magnificent? Yeah, curl your lashes, and I'm gonna show you another trick with my mascara. Do you feel like you're doing like a lot? Like, have you been doing like eyeliner looks? Like my thing, I love playing around with like graphic looks. Like, do you feel like you've been sort of doing that too when you experiment?
Um, I've recently been able to do my own eyeliner, but the only thing is I can't do it with any foundation because I have to be able to like remove it to make it a perfect point.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
hopefully at some point I can just do it without doing that.
yeah.
I don't uh I don't think I have a mascara. I have all the brow
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I don't know that we
No.
can use that for mascara, but yeah, we'll just like curl those and then just like fluff them up a little bit. But let's do a little brow. That sounds like a great idea.
Wait, okay, never mind. I have
You do
one
have.
pro. Well, this like I use this one all the time, but I wasn't looking at anything in my drawers.
No, I feel it. It's cool. So my technique with eyelashes, like I'm super particular about my eyelashes, and so whenever I want to have that like feline shape, that cat eye shape, without doing a wing, so start applying your mascara how you normally do. You're going to, as you start working towards the outer part of the eye, you're going to angle it and you're going to pull outwards. Yeah, there you go. And it starts pulling out your lashes and it starts creating that sort of cat eye. Yeah, so do it how you normally do and then start working it in. Yeah. Do you have like a spoolie there or like a clean wand by any chance?
Mm-hmm.
I always like to go over them again after that with the spoolie and just like pull them outwards.
This
I
looks
love this mascara so much.
it looks really good.
Yeah, it like really makes like the lashes pop, right?
It's super dark too, which I like.
Yeah.
I feel like I always mess up like on one side.
Like you feel like you get like product on your lid or something, or like it just doesn't come out flared like how you want them to.
It's a mix. I usually get something on my face or oh my gosh. They all are like together or something. I think it's because I can't see what I'm doing this side. Okay.
Yeah, I always feel like it's so difficult doing like makeup on live sometimes because you literally can't see every detail. But then I bet you like once you have like the opportunity to look closer, you're gonna be like, oh, this actually looks really good.
Like I'm looking at the mirror right behind me. It looks really good.
No, it does. I probably would say like let's do a little bit more like eye to cheek.
Okay.
Let's do a little bit more, but let's do a different color this time.
Okay.
Do you have like one of the like that really bright sort of it's like a really bright pink. I think it might be like 3 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
I,
that one. Is that 2 or
this
1?
is 1. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that one. So and then again, let's do the same thing where we're like tapping on the outer part and then you can use your fingers to sort of um, buff the product into the skin. I love that you're doing that technique.
I'm like so scared. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then like bring it out on the cheek. Gorge.
This is kind of
Yes.
for the I mean obviously it didn't look like this, but for the show, the Valentino show, I did like
A
beautiful
draping.
everywhere.
Oh, I love that. How was that, by the way?
It was so amazing.
Yeah. Isn't it like there's like this energy that like exists when you're at these shows that you just I like get so emotional because you just see so many people's like hard work go into like this
Mhm.
production. You're just like wowed.
It was so pretty, and it was my first like show, so it was very exciting.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
it was very nice to be there.
Yeah. I was at that show too. I don't think I saw you. But there was like so it was like there was so
It was
much going.
packed, and
Yeah.
yeah, many people, but it was so much fun.
But I think what I really love about like Fashion Week and fashion shows is that people love to dress up.
Hmm.
And sometimes I don't recognize like
Hmm.
some of my peers and stuff because I'm like, oh, okay, you came in a look.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, so let's do a lip. Let's do a Rosso Valentino lip. What colors do you have actually? Let's do like 100.
Okay.
100 or 111. What hundreds do you
Oh,
have with you? Because I feel like could we do a nude or are you feeling like a bright red? Because I feel like a red could also work with this.
I mean, let's try it. I'm down. It'll
Yeah, let's
match.
go for the red. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm scared. Should I just do it?
Okay, well, yeah, so what I really love about this bullet is that it's so pointed that like I always like to start in the center and just shape my cupid's bow. And since you're far away, you can use the cap to like yeah, to see your application. That's what I really love about this multi-use packaging. There. I like low-key even want to do it myself. Let's see. Actually, even let's do a little bit of that. It's like so bold. I love it. And it's so pigmented too. It's like just one stroke and it gives you this really opaque color.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like the formula? What is that? I feel like you have the matte, right?
This, yes. Yeah, yeah, this is the mat.
Yeah.
Or are you not using it?
Cute. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. No, you're fine.
It's so soft. Like,
It doesn't even feel like you have it on, right?
no,
I
not at
feel like
all. And I feel
the whole
the scariest thing about red lipstick or like dark lipstick is that you can feel it and it's all over the place, but no, I really
Feel like you have more control.
it kind of just feels like chapstick. Like it's so
Yeah. Like
moisturizing.
natural. Like it feels so like organic, just like putting it on doesn't feel like heavy or like it's like heavily scented or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Okay, let's do a little bit of our dream dust.
Okay.
This is like one of those products where it's like you really have to like you have to be like a little bit more focused when applying this. Like, yeah, you could go full on, but if you want to do like a very soft touch, like I always like to do a little bit on the palm of my hand.
Okay.
I'll apply a little bit on there. And then I'll pick up with my finger because my finger is my favorite brush. And then I'll press it onto the lip. And this gives me this really beautiful dimension. Yeah. But also like you can't even feel this, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah. I even like to do a little bit more with the actual brush just on the Cupid's bow. There. It's
Ooh.
like it's like one of those things where it's like you want to jump through the screen and like play too. Like when you were doing the mascara, it's like I always open my mouth too because when I'm doing mascara, I do this. So
Mm-hmm.
like I start mimicking. It's really weird. I've noticed that other people do it too. I think it's like this like, human thing.
I love the blush so much. Like,
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Okay, we're missing brows. We need to do brows. That's like I think our final step for this look.
yes.
So what I really love about this is that it has like multiple uses. A wand. My favorite, the pen. This is also really great if you're like practicing like eyeliner
Mm-hmm.
because you can like sketch out your eye and then the formula is soft enough to like sort of um it's malleable so you can like change the shape if you'd like. So I always like to start off by brushing the brows first with
Mm-hmm.
this spoolie.
Oh wait, where did you get? Oh my gosh! I was
Did you
like,
have the eyeliner?
uh, I brow, but now I'm just realizing it said black. I don't know. Okay.
You're cool.
Okay.
Perfect. So, for the most part, I'm sure you do this too. You don't really touch the front of your brow, right? Because it's so full.
Yeah.
So I always like to like, cause I have like very full brow too. My whole thing is like I just like to use. Sometimes I'll use the pencil if I really want to get in there, but the pen is like my favorite. So I just like to fill in any gaps that I have on the tail end of my brow. And voila. And then I'll just like brush through my brows again just to get like any excess product. Love.
This brow is always a mess. I'm like,
I honestly though, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my left side in general is there's always something going on. Like it's like I think I sleep on it, so like it throws everything off. For some reason, like it's like changed the shape of my face.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Great. There we go. Love. I think this is our look, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel? You know what? Last step. Let's throw on a little bit more of that V lighter on top of the makeup. I always love doing a little bit of that just as a finishing touch.
Like here.
Yeah, like I literally boop, boop, and then use all four of your fingers to like buff it out. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There we go. See, it just adds that like extra dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And the formulas are all meant to work with each other. So like you can layer
Yeah, I
even
feel
on top of the powder.
makeup, like I'll put something on, I'll put something over, and then the first thing is just like ripping off like my face.
Yeah, it's the worst. And then you have like a gap or like a
Mm-hmm.
hole. You're like, what happened?
Yeah. Oh.
Cool. There we go. Gorge. What was I gonna say? So I don't know. Do we have any questions about the makeup? I'm like, I didn't even like really look through the comments, really. I feel like everyone's just like obsessed, right? So maybe I'll ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could be stuck on a remote island with just like one of these products, what would they be and why?
Okay. I'm gonna probably say the foundation or
Okay,
brow pencil foundation because there is SPF. So I feel like,
that's gonna be necessary on an island.
or my eyebrows because I feel like I just always feel better when they're done. So,
Right.
thank
Gorgeous. Well, I had so much fun doing this with you. Thank you so much for taking the
you
time.
so much. So nice meeting you.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you soon.
talk to you soon.
Bye, Ricky.
Bye.